like to call to order the July 1st, 2008 meeting of the Louisville Planning and Zoning Commission and announce that we do have a quorum present. Item 2 on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the June 17th, 2008 meeting. Do I have any comments, corrections? Motion?
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Second. I have a motion from Jim, second from Alvin, to approve the minutes of the June 17th meeting. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed? Meeting minutes are approved. Item 3 on the agenda is public hearing zoning. Item 3A is consideration of a zone change request from local commercial to general business on a .56 acre tract located at the east side of Business State Highway 121, south of Bel Air Boulevard. The request is being made by the current property owner, EK&J Arledge the Fourth Family LP, case number PZ 20080710. Sorry, 0717.
Those of you who were here in 2005 may remember having seen this request. It's a local commercial parcel that is part of a used car dealership. And there is a requirement in the local commercial that does not allow outside display or storage. And the gentleman has a lot next door that's part of his property that he wanted to have a used car lot in that location. And the building is on this lot. Most of the display is on the adjoining lot, but there is room in front of the building for some display on this lot. And you all, at the time, recommended 7-0 to agree to change the zoning, and recommended to the council that they change it. And staff also recommended approval. The same reason we're doing that this time, in that between I-35 and the South City limit line, on the east side of 121, there are only 4 of the commercial properties, other than this one, that are zoned local commercial. So we feel that if there is an effort to eliminate used cars and used car sales in this area, it should address a much larger piece of land and other zoning rather than just this one particular lot. So we would recommend approval of it. We think it's consistent with the other zoning that's in the area. To change this to general business, it would allow him to have the outside display in front of the building that he's not able to do legally in the local commercial zoning. And it would be consistent with the other uses and zoning in this area. Are there any questions?
Any questions? Thank you, Gene. This time I'll open the public hearing on item 3A. Anyone wishing to speak for or against item 3A, please step forward. Sign in, state your name.
Good evening. My name is Steve Holmeyer. I'm with Holmeyer Engineering here in Louisville, Texas. I am representing the property owner on this particular piece of property. Mr. Lewis did a good job in describing the circumstances surrounding this particular rezoning, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Thank you, sir. Do we have any questions? Anyone? Thank you. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So move.
Second.
Motion from, Bill, and a second from Joy. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Public hearing is closed on item 3A. Do we have any discussions from the commissioners? Anyone who remembers this? Okay, if there's no discussion, I'll ask for a motion on item 3A.
I'd like to make a motion to accept item 3A as presented.
Second.
Motion from Jim, second from Bill on item 3A. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Item 3A passes unanimously. Item 3B on the agenda is consideration of a zone change request from public use to light industrial on a 1.91 acre tract located at 756 West Jones Street, further identified as Lot 1, Block A of the Denton County Addition. The request is being made by DDM Construction Corporation on behalf of Denton County. The current property owner, this is case number PZ 20080718.
This property is one that is on Jones Street that many years ago was a single-family home. In fact, the house itself dates back to the 1800s. But there was a actually a murder in the home, and as a result of that, and a long series of events, the city ended up with the property, using it initially for a parks office, then added on a room for our first senior center. The Parks Department used it for quite a while for a variety of things, including their offices and maintenance yard. But then several years ago, the city swapped the property with the county for another piece of property the county owns just east of the water treatment plant at Jones and Cowan. And the county has owned the property and used it since that time. But now the county has determined that it's surplus property and they'd like to sell the property. They do have a potential buyer for the property, but the zoning on the property is public use, and the buyer is unable to use it because it's not a public entity. So he would like to be able to use the property for his business in compliance with all the applicable local or light industrial rules and regulations. And in order to do that, the zoning has to be changed. There is light industrial across the streets to the west and to the south. There are light industrial uses across the street on the north, and a body shop, I believe, and light industrial on the west. So we would recommend approval of the change from public use to light industrial. Are there any questions?
Questions? Nope. Thank you again, Gene. At this time, I'll open the public hearing on item 3B. Anyone wishing to speak for or against item 3B on the agenda? Oh, okay. Familiar face.
All right, again, I'm Steve Holmeyer with Holmeyer Engineering here in Louisville, Texas. As Gene indicated, the county is in the process of selling this particular piece of property. My client is a general excavation and paving contractor, and that's the type of use that will be located here. Their intention is to remodel the property, fix up the building and the parking and paving areas, and then utilize the building as soon as possible. Part of the process is getting the zoning in place so that they can then move forward with any permitting that they may need. With that, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions from anyone? Thank you again.
All right, thank you.
I would ask if we have anyone else to speak for or against, but I think that's our audience for the evening. So, no one else, then I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing. Please.
Make a motion to close public hearing.
Second.
Motion from Jim, second from James. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The public hearing is closed on item 3B. Commissioners, do we have any discussion? Anyone to my left or to my right on 3B? If not, could I have a motion, please?
I'd like to make a motion to approve item 3B as presented.
Second.
Motion from Jim and a second from Joy on item 3B. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Item 3B passes unanimously. Item 4 is other business. Gene?
Staff has no other business. We just invite all of you, now that the meeting is about over, to go across the street to Ferguson Plaza tonight. Brave Combo is playing as part of the summer music series. Every Tuesday night there'll be a new band playing out there during the summer. And then, of course, this Friday, the 4th of July, the fireworks out south of the mall. There'll be no entertainment package this year, but the fireworks will still go on starting around 9:30.
Holidays are upon us, midsummer.
Yeah.
Do we have anything from any of the commissioners before we adjourn? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
Motion from Bill, second from Joy. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.